I won't complain too much. Things could be worse. Okay, I thought I'd give you an update on how things are going towards the end of July in my garden. It's a little bit warm out today. It's around 95 degrees, but let me show you what's going on here. This is in a little bit of shade, so everything's doing pretty good. And I wanted to show you where I put some cuttings, leaf cuttings, and just like some stems of plants, and they are growing. So that's good news. And then here's my leaf cuttings where I just stuck them in the dirt. This was also a little cutting I put in here. There. I think that's a ruby slippers. Okay, I'll go over this quickly because it'll take forever if I don't. All right, so these were all cuttings too. Everything in this area. But you can see I have weeds and leaves to clean up. Okay, that's a kalanchoe that's a little bit burnt up. But it will come back. That little baby necklace is looking good. And I think this is kind of a furry little plant. I'm not quite sure what it is. It almost looks like the ruby slippers. I put some ghosties here into this pot. They are all doing good. And here is my bunny ears. That thing has really gotten huge since I first planted it. A few more cactus and euphorbia back in here. And then I stuck my rainbow cactus down here. That's doing well. And here we go back there. And I have some new aeoniums back here that I had planted, and I kind of shielded them to protect them from the sun. And you can see this thing that I kind of jerry-rigged, this shade cloth. And I think it's helped my plants out a lot. All right, I'll let you take a peek under here. Yep, everything's looking pretty good. This shade cloth has helped a lot, and my pink witch crest that's in between all those rocks in a circle there, that is doing well. Let me see if I can give you a close-up on that. There we go. Okay, this is aloe. That's kind of dried up, but it will survive. And this aeonium, you can see that it is all closed up for the summer. That's a portulacaria. Oh, here I can give you another look this way of everything. I need to pull some of the dead leaves off of that, but I'll get back in there later. But everything is surviving. And I also have these chairs here to block the sun when the sun starts to go down. Oh, I wanted to show you. This is the first time ever in plants that I've been growing that I have a crest. And this is a cubic frost. And it has crested, so I'm pretty darn excited about that. Copper spoon's looking good. Here's some more ruby slippers right there. All right, let me show the other side. Yucca tree is surviving. New growth on the inside. Okay, now we will go over here where I have another shaded area. Let me just pull this back here. Okay, my phone shut off because it was so hot. All right, these guys are looking pretty good despite the heat, but you can see the super long stalks I have here. So I'll need to plant something in front of that. This is the Fred Ives. Here is my rosemary plant, looking good. All of these guys are looking pretty good considering it's been so hot for so long. Here are the plants, the pots. Still haven't repotted these. They need repotting desperately. And then the other pot down there. There we go. There's a good look. Other Fred Ives are doing good. This is I think that's a propeller plant. And it looks like it's starting to flower. Hopefully this is not monocarpic. I hope it is not. Monocarpic meaning once it flowers it dies. I'll have to look that up because I'm not sure. But everything in there is looking pretty good. Jade plant in the pot is doing great. This is my monkey flower plant. It's looking a little rough. Little succulent container I have hidden behind this sticks on fire. And I can't remember what that is called, but here's the sticks on fire. And this is my Mexican fence post. I might move this out of here. I'm not sure if this area is too hot, plus the reflection from this glass coming up on it. But it's looking healthy. And here is one of my California natives, and it is flowering. And by the way, I am in zone 10A in Southern California. Now these are new. I purchased these. This is Aleuadea procera, and they came bare root, and I had them in a smaller container. And I had them in a clay pot, but they were drying out too fast, so I put them into these plastic pots, and they seem to be doing pretty good. And these are cuttings from a Cereus Peruvianus monstros, these two guys. Now this is the first thing to get shade, and I have it up underneath the eaves here. This is my little mini cholla. Okay, and here's the Hesperaloe red yucca in bloom, and this is one of the of my Hesperaloe that used to be in the front yard. I dug it up and then divided it, and it survived really well. So just remember, you can divide Hesperaloe red yucca. This is my milkweed, another little container of cactus. There's like a bush type aloe, and another little bowl that I have kind of hidden in the shade a little bit. This one also in the shade a little. My other plants. Now if you notice, way back in the corner, that plant there, that used to be just like little bare sticks, because I cut the heads off of it, and it has sprouted new plants on it. It's, I don't know what kind of succulent it is, sorry, but it's doing well here in the corner. And some more cacti back there. My tomato plant, I've already had about 4 tomatoes off of it. And then I have some little ones here. Okay, now check this out. I have had wild growth on this cactus. Look at all the new growth. Same thing on this one, and I had to prop it up so it wouldn't break here at the joint. So I have it propped up by this shell. This is really liking the shady area. This one I had to move into a shady area. And it's flowering. Here are some baby mongaves that eventually I really do need to get in the ground. I think I will do that this fall. That's a kalanchoe right there. Yeah, everything's looking good. This is flowering, so that's nice. And the flowers are all gone off of this one, so I need to cut the stalks off. Now this is a jade plant. Oops, excuse me. Little teeny mini jade plant, some type of crassula. So I just cut cuttings off and I stuck them in here. They've been in here for about 3 weeks now, and they have rooted, so I'm gonna let this grow a bit and then put it into the ground somewhere. And these are just various cuttings I stuck into this pot. Okay, now over here, head planter's looking pretty good. That is my Senecio. They are really growing. This is my Delosperma. And then up here is my ruby necklace, and it's doing well in this pot. All right, now down here in this planter, there was a really long stalk here and a bloom on it. It just like came up overnight, and I missed the bloom on it, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But this is a old man of the Andes cactus, I believe. They are all doing good in the summer heat. My ghost cactus is looking happy. This is my desert rose, which has really grown quite a bit since I first purchased it. Here's another ghost cactus down there. A variegated one. Yeah, so far so good. Everything's looking good, and we have had some very hot days. This is a Astrophytum nudum. Okay, now I don't know if you remember these. I planted these with teeny baby cuttings, and you can see how big it has grown. Same with this one. They were all just pretty much level with the lip of the pot, but they've really taken off. All right, and there is my Euphorbia millii, which has grown quite a bit. Now this is a new addition here. Not quite sure the name of this one. And all of a sudden the name has slipped me. Oh, Cotyledon pendens. Burrito, they're looking happy. Another Cotyledon pendens. This is a form of, let me see, Aeonium. It's the Aeonium Haworthia Irish Black Bouquet. That's happy. Oop, I'll stick that back later. Now this was in the ground. It wasn't doing that well because I received it as a bare cutting and it was just too hot. So I took it out and put it in this pot, and it's really happy in there. And these are Aeonium lily pad. And this is springtime crassula and my bird. This is the tangerine. No, goldfish plant. Oh, it looks like I have one too. Look. They're supposed to look like little baby goldfish. That one's just starting. Well, I'm glad I looked at that. Okay. And here, this is a Norfolk pine. And in this spot, I put a couple of plants that were not doing well in the sun, so they're liking it in here, and this one has new growth. These are the same plants. Not sure if it's Painted Lady. Can't remember. This is also a succulent. It's something repens, I believe. Okay, let me take you back over here. This is like a zebra plant, Haworthia. That's really taken off also. This is my mouse tail. This has really taken off since I first purchased it. This guy's doing pretty good. That's the pinheads, Aeonium Sonderacii. Fairy tale cactus is looking good. Okay, now here are all my holiday type cactus. This is the Christmas cactus. Here I have my Thanksgiving cactus, and this one is my Easter cactus. Now this had bugs. I had to spray it. I really did not want to spray it because I just don't like doing that, but I had to. You could see it was getting eaten up, and it had like these little black things all over it. So it seems to be doing much better. Now here is a Kalanchoe. Okay. Let's see what else I can show you. Oh, this is my fishbone cactus. And that has had a lot of growth. Here's this one. Pretty happy. This one is doing well. Here is my monkey tail cactus. You can see how long that is. Now here, now this is called a rat tail cactus, but look at all the babies that have sprouted. It's looking good. And here is my, I think this is Jacob's ladder or Jacob's coat. It's a jade plant. And I'll show you the color it gets when it's stressed out or from the cold. I have one over in another spot. There we go. Okay, one more. Ignore the dead flowers over there in those hanging pots. I have to take that apart. But over here, I believe this is a silver dollar. And I've gotten a lot of new growth out of this one, the little teeny babies there. So that's looking good too. Okay, string of pearls here at the end. String of dolphins, they're happy in this spot. All right, we will head over to these little guys. Okay, that's the Dudleya. Needs to be cleaned up. And here we have some more Aeonium lily pad. This one needs water. Hopefully, it looks like something might be eating on that one. I'm gonna have to check that closely. Another Aeonium lily pad there. This is just a mixture of little teeny cuttings I had left over from ones that I had ordered. And here's another one. This one back here is a cutting from that other one that was just hanging up above, over there. It seems to be doing okay, but it's not really grown. Okay, now here is that plant I was telling you about. Now this gets a lot of sun. I probably should move it, but you can see the purple on it. That's the crassula. It might be Jacob's ladder or Jacob's coat, something like that. But it's a hanging jade. Okay. Okay, all these echeverias are doing good. Blooms. My lavender. Here's the silver spoons. Everyone is faring well in the heat. I should probably cut that off. It's spent. This is my fan aloe or aloe plicatellus. Crassula undulata. There's a ghost plant. Some more jades back there. That is Aeonium. Name has slipped my mind. If I can think of it, I'll put it across the screen. Oh, let me show you this that I had put together a long time ago. They are all healthy and well. Now this one's a little rough looking from the heat. This is a coastal rosemary. Now everything in here was from cuttings. I just threw leaves in here and this is what came up. This is cuttings. You can see down here, all of those were cuttings. Or actually, excuse me, leaf propagation. Here's my Victoria Regina and another Euphorbia millii. And all the jades along the back of the fence here. One more spot. Well, first my pot's hanging on the wall. They're happy. This gets shade, so these guys are doing great. This looks like it could use a little water, but I'll wait on that. Okay, this corner needs work. This is a really tricky spot back here because it gets a lot of hot sun in the summer and in the winter time a lot of shade, and it gets kind of flooded in this area. However, that flat looking cactus to the right in the corner, that one has done well in here. So is this aloe there, and those kalanchoes, and also the Bayharensis. But yeah, I have trouble. You can see this plant is all closed up and burnt up. Of course, cactus, they have done well. I have not had any problems with them. So, and those in the corner, those burnt up orange things, those probably should be pulled out. And that name has slipped my mind too, but I'll put it up across the screen. Okay, yeah, this corner needs a lot of help, but a few of them are looking pretty good. A couple of wildflowers here. Another cotyledon pendens and a little jade, no, portulacaria right here. And here, I just threw this cotyledon down here, and if it takes root, it takes root. We'll see what happens. Sometimes I just do that when I start thinning stuff out. I throw it, and then if it takes root, then that's fine with me. I think that would be a good spot for it. And I just threw a couple more pieces down there. My plants on top of my potting shelf, they're looking good. And this pot I planted is doing good. You can see the difference now in the aeoniums from when they're in the shade and when they're in the sun. And look at how these are. They're opened up and they're pretty happy. Now there's Fred Ives there. Let me take you around to the other side. and a few other things I just stuck in here. Now these are some aeoniums that I had purchased. They were bare root, and they're all closed up. I had them in the ground, but I didn't like them, so I pulled them out and stuck them here. But they're doing well. They have rooted. And then my bromeliad is a pretty happy guy too. It's got a new little shoot cup right there that it's grown in, and you can see the water down in this cup, maybe. All right, so that is it for now. Oh, don't look at the dead plants. Check back with me again and see what I'm up to next time. Bye.